Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to my fashion bunker. Today is Fashion Finds Day. I am dressed in the same way as in another video, which I don't know if I'm going to be posting before or after one another, so you're going to see me twice in the same attire. But there's a reason for that. In one of the videos, well, you'll figure that out in the video, and in this video, I'm wearing this because I want to talk about this particular brooch. Fashion Finds is kind of a video where I talk to you about something that I purchased outside of a Chanel boutique or, regular store, authorized retail, and I find pieces that are amazing and incredible for my personal collection, and that would be the case with this particular brooch from the Spring-Summer 1994 Chanel collection. Now I'm going to take it off for the occasion, so we can zoom it in. There you go. It has a little clip. Now let's go close to the camera, shall we? Okay, guys, this is the brooch. It's very, very, very beautiful. This is kind of like a bronzy metal material, and these are all really thick glass, like gripois glass, melted and then poured into these kind of cabochon state and shapes. So let's see. See how thick they are? Every one of them is very, very thick. And then in the back, you see the glass going through. So if you have any light going through them, they become extremely beautifully translucent. Chanel is very famous for her Renaissance or Byzantine inspiration when it comes to costume jewelry and also regular jewels. And very often she would create a brooch, like in this case, back here. You see that? Just you open it here, and then it goes out. Put it back in. It oxidated a little bit, but that's fine. No biggie. And then up here, you have a little hook, a little hinge hook thing. So if you have a necklace, you could just attach this to the necklace, and then it's like a pendant for a necklace. So you could put this on a chain as well. I, of course, would never do that, especially with such vintage pieces, because this is not very protected. The chain could kind of just like fall off. It has happened to me once with a particular brooch that I purchased from a Chanel boutique back in 2004, I think. Yeah. It was 2004 from their music collection. And I had a beautiful vinyl record that could be used as a brooch, just like this one, as well as a pendant for a necklace. And of course, it fell off the first night I wore it because I wore it as a necklace and it broke. But then thank God the Chanel SA was so kind. I brought it to Chanel the next day, and they, sent it off to get it repaired, and they got me a new one eventually, which was really good of them. In the back, you see the authenticity stamp. There it is. We have the Chanel. Is it going to focus on it? Hopefully. Let's see. Maybe I'm too close for it to focus. There. Okay, now you see it, but it's so tiny, so I'm going to read for you what it says. It says, it says, copyright in a circle, Chanel, then registered trademark in a circle, and it says 94. That stands for the year 1994 when it was produced, and you have the Chanel logo in a circle, and then you have a P next to it. The P stands for Printemps, which means spring-summer collection, and then you have underneath that the Made in France inscription. Come on, focus. It's hard, guys, because it's so tiny. It's microscopic, but it's there. And that is a very important element whenever you have Chanel pieces, because all of their costume jewelry is going to have, this logo on it. It's going to have this kind of little tag. Now, not all of the pieces, not all the jewelry pieces are always, not all of them do have the year of production, but in some cases, especially for the older pieces from the 80s, they will have the collection number on them. So you're going to see like 2 numbers between the Chanel logo. But this is not the case anymore from the early 90s, let's say, all the way to today. Still to date, Chanel uses the year codes, so 94, 95, 96, and so on and so forth. So right now, we're in 2015. The jewelry produced this year is going to have a 15 on it. what is interesting to notice, especially for these kind of classic Byzantine and Renaissance pieces, coming in close again for you to see, the absence of Chanel logos. You see, there is no double C on this piece of glass or anywhere. It's just the shape and form in itself that is enough to understand that we are indeed dealing with a Chanel piece. Of course, Christian Lacroix in the 90s especially made very similar pieces, but his are maybe a bit more whimsical, asymmetrical in a way. Chanel is very much about symmetry in these cases. You can see how symmetric the shapes are, even though in themselves, because they're handmade, they look like there are slight imperfections, but that is also typical to Renaissance and Byzantine design and art. Another particular thing about this particular piece is this curve and then kind of this arched, curved holder for this little ray of light, you could call it. It almost resembles Egyptian kind of art, I would say, and imagery in a way. So it's a strange mix and blend of things. It's not your typical Chanel cross, but it is in itself extremely Chanel. I mean, these Gripois glass bits are just so typical, as is in general a symmetric Chanel cross. In the back, you see the glass is more flat. This waviness in the glass is normal for all the Gripois pieces. On one side, they're like rounded, they look like candy. And then on the back, they're flattened out a bit. And they have this waviness because as the glass then cools down, it assumes this shape. So they let it kind of stand and almost, they let it cool down in a natural way, so that it in a way also almost looks like these are stones, but it's obvious that they are poured glass. I love the Gripois poured glass Chanel, how would you call it? Accessories. I also love all of their enamel pieces because Chanel really, when they go for it with enamel, they really like pour it in like crazy. And I love this abundance of all of these materials that they use to create costume jewelry, not even real jewelry, costume jewelry. So there you have it, guys. I hope you liked this review of a 1994 Chanel treasure. And to me, this is a treasure. It's worth more than real jewels would be because it is Chanel in a way. And I'm a sucker for my Chanel. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this review. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Share this video. Let me know what you think about this piece and other similar vintage pieces by Chanel in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more videos and whimsical things that have to do with fashion and generally life-related topics. Love you all. Take care. See you soon. Bye. Mwah. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos. I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So come on over, guys, and join the fun.